All right.
Dan.
Kenny, what do you take away from this one?
Find a way to get a win. It's definitely not going to go in the Hall of Fame, the Cavs Hall of Fame. Obviously Murray, took it to us, and then I thought in the second half we putting Jalen on him, slowed him down a little bit, and Zoe gave us some really good minutes on him, so that was good. Our offense was just really bad. I mean, just got to call it what it is. We're stagnant, ISO, not moving it. So that was the negative, and I think that's why it looked clunky. I think their zone messed with us, and messed with our pace. But we kept telling the guys, okay, they're playing zone, but we can still play with pace. We don't have to hold it and take 10 dribbles and jack a three, right? Then just generally, like, we got to be stronger with the ball at the rim. Like Evan, come on, man, like. I love Ev, but we got an advantage inside. If we're gonna throw it to these guys, they gotta do more with it. So frustrated with our offense. Like I said, I thought the positive. Obviously, we started blitzing. We basically blitzed Murray the whole second half, and we said we're gonna live with those other guys shooting, and it turned out right for us. We had the right guys shooting on the other team at the end of the day.
You mentioned having an advantage in the interior offensively with them really not having a center active right now, and Evan and Jared combined for only 15 shots, and 2 of those were threes from Evan. How come you guys weren't able to get the ball near the basket more?
I mean, I thought we did. I thought we were trying, like I really did. I think the zone messes with you a little bit, right? It pushes you more towards our perimeter. But you're right, Dan. Like I got to look at it. Why didn't they get more touches? Why? But like I said, use a little confidence when you're getting touches and they're stripping you or you're not finishing. So it goes both ways. I think we could have, our guards could have done better getting them, but they also, and they're both good right? Both of them are really good finishers. So they know we got to be better. We got to look at that film tomorrow because I thought our offense really hurt our defense. Stagnant. We lacked energy, offensive energy.
Kenny, you talked about Craig Porter Jr. a little bit there. Just how important is it for him and how important for you to have someone else to have that dribble drive penetration ability?
Yeah. So you talk about guys getting to the rim on our team. I think he's the guy who can get to the rim. So that's important for he gets it with drives and then he gets offensive rebounds. So he adds to it. And I think did he hit 2 threes tonight? I thought they were 2 big threes. Like they're in the zone, we're struggling a little. He was good again. I thought Naquan was good, right? Those guys gave us energy when we didn't have it. And then I thought Zoe was really good. Hit the 2 threes and then he had a stretch on Murray that was good. He saved a bucket in transition at the rim. That was kind of playoff Zoe. Like that's what you're thinking when you think of Zoe. Like, man, he can help us, especially defensively. So that was good to see. And then Dre had that huge tip on the offensive rebound. I think Don jacked the 3, and Dre comes in, tips it, and Jay gets the offensive rebound. So we had some good contributions from a bunch of guys.
You've gone to Jerry a little bit more in the closing minutes in the past. Like, obviously against tonight you had the advantage against Denver, but even against San Antonio you were closing with him. What has led you to go down that path?
I just think he's playing better. I think he's playing better. I think he's kind of through the finger thing. He's catching the ball better. I thought he was great defensively tonight. We were debating, do we stay small, or do we get J.A. back in? And I guess I overruled our assistants on that one. I'm like, I felt like we needed his size tonight, and he was doing a good job, covering the perimeter too. And we were blitzing Murray. He did a great job in the blitz. He deserved to be in at the end of the game.
Mark, you talked about when they went zone earlier, just kind of the mental adjustment you make, slowing down pace, but you wanted them to run it. When teams throw zone to you, and I guess tonight, but also big picture, is it more of a strategic adjustment you guys have to make on a fly to get the offense you want, or is it just keeping the mental focus to run your offense as is?
Yeah, I think you get stuck in between with the zone, right? Like, you want to probe it, right? But probe can equal hold, right? And you don't want that. You still want to make quick decisions. Listen, we spent more time on the zone offense this morning than I've ever spent. Like, we spent 20 minutes we knew they were going to play zone, 20 minutes. So maybe the coaches did a crappy job, like, teaching it, because when the students don't get it, listen, we haven't been good against the zone. I think we're like 27th in the league against the zone. Part of that's a shooting piece, but I like what we do. We try to get it to the high post. We try to have a cutter. We try to look for the high-low. We got really principles, but I don't know. Maybe we got to re-examine what we're doing against the zone.
Thank you.
Rachel.
Coach, can you elaborate a little bit on the defense in the fourth quarter compared to giving up 38 points? You only gave up 11 in the fourth. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think we play with more force, and I do think Naquan, that group was part of it, right? See, but I felt like they started picking up full court, and I felt like the first 3 quarters were on our heels. And then we just decided to blitz every single Jamal Murray pick and roll. Said, if we're going to lose this, let the other guys beat us. Even when they brought the small in it, we went and hit. We double teamed him, tried to get the ball out of his hands. So I think that was probably those 2 things.
Nate?
Hey, you mentioned Lonzo a couple times. How encouraging is it that he was able to play like that and respond like that after he didn't play the last
So he's such a pro. And just my conversations with him over the past couple of days, he goes, I just love her winning. He goes, whatever you need from me. You want me, DNP, you want me to play, whatever you need. And that's,